Let's forget morality. Let's forget crime. We are here to analyze the numbers behind a global machine. We are here to talk about math. This is not a story about crime. That's a common misconception, looking at this whole thing through the lens of law and order.
Instead, what this really is an analysis of a system, a perfectly calibrated network of production and distribution.
Think of it as a global logistics machine, one that operates within an efficiency that, frankly, should be studied in business schools. Okay, so every system has an input, a starting point. For this machine, the engine is, it's biological. It all begins with biology, a single leaf. From this simple organic matter, a thin line of pure monetary value emerges, and that line stretches all the way from the Andes right across the Atlantic. The origin point of that line covers 400,000 hectares. This is the biological engine room, the raw material input that powers the entire global supply chain. And this engine, it's accelerating. Look at this. In the decade leading up to 2021, cultivation grew 182% in Colombia, 71% in Peru, 56% in Bolivia. Now, this is not random farming. This is systemic optimization of production. So, from the raw material, we move to the network, to the architects who actually designed this logistical superhighway. We call it the Balkan cartel. But you need to get the image of a pyramid with a kingpin out of your head. It's not that. Think of it more as a decentralized network. Highly agile, cooperative cells of operators from Albania, Serbia, Montenegro. They're just nodes in a much larger system. And this right here is the crucial point. They have evolved. They are no longer just middlemen, not anymore. They are autonomous, large-scale actors who have direct access to South American producers. They design and control complete end-to-end supply chains. They are the system's architects. You see, the genius of the system is not its secrecy, it's its invisibility. It operates right out in the open, perfectly camouflaged inside the legitimate flow of global commerce.
Just observe the camouflage. On one side, you have the anonymous scale of a massive container ship. On the other, a simple crate of bananas. The illicit is hidden within the mundane. The superhighway isn't some dark alley, it is the global shipping lane.
Their primary method is, it's an elegant four-step process, almost like a standard operating procedure. They call it rip-on, rip-off. Step 1, infiltrate the port of origin. Step 2, place the product inside a legitimate container. Step 3, corrupts the port of arrival. Step 4, extract the product. It's a clean, incredibly efficient bypass of the entire security apparatus. This brings us to the core operational requirement. Europol itself identifies corruption as the key enabler. So you see, it's not a bug in the system, it's a feature. It's the lubricant that allows all the gears to turn. It's just a simple, calculated cost of doing business. And of course, this system adapts. It innovates. The product is chemically bonded with plastics, it's liquefied, hidden inside frozen goods to defeat scanners, even attached to ship hulls below the waterline. This isn't just smuggling. This is applied materials science. Now, we arrive at the heart of the analysis, the economics. This is where that thin line of biology thickens into a dense line of pure monetary value. At the source, back in South America, 1 kilogram has a value of approximately 1,500 euros, a thin line. But by the time that same kilogram lands wholesale in Europe, its value has multiplied to 14,500 euros. The line has thickened. Every single gram is like a battery, storing the value of risk and logistics. This isn't just profit, it's a mathematical miracle. Which brings us to the final theorem. The paradox of a system that is so efficient, any attempt to stop it only proves its strength. Just observe the data. On one hand, law enforcement reports record seizures, over 419 tons in Europe. A victory, or so they claim. But the market reality tells a very different story. Record availability and a wholesale price collapse. Those seizures, they are nothing more than a rounding error, an anticipated operational loss for a system that is flooded with product. So from this data, the conclusion is, it's simple. The system is not broken. On the contrary, it is functioning
perfectly.
You see, this is not a failure of law enforcement. It is a demonstration of a fundamental law of economics. Where there is demand, there will always be a supply.
The system corrects itself. The market provides. The theorem is proven. Quod Erat Demonstrandum.